Good morning, Jim Laird joining you live from Deer Elmo, Nicaragua. I hope you're well and get us going on Instagram here. It is full blown summer here. Um, my schedule has been radically weird and different. I've actually gotten to train some people in person just about every day. And that has been a huge blessing, a huge boost to my mental health and well being. I love coaching people in person. So now that I have that opportunity to do so here in Nicaragua is a really big deal, and I'm very grateful. I think the good Lord has definitely opened some doors for me that just do not get opened that often, if ever. So I'm not going to say much at this point, but I've got some cool stuff happening. So that being said, I'm looking forward to figuring out what my schedule is going to be so I can get on a regular schedule and start doing lives again and start getting on here and creating content. Don't make this common mistake. So I've been working with people for a long time, like 30 years now. I actually turned 50 next week. So I've been doing this for, I mean, if you go like into my teenage years, I mean, if you include some of that as coaching, I've been doing this for most of my life, actually. So we kind of have two types of people. We've got the people that don't really do anything and they're kind of lazy. I don't tend to attract those people. People I tend to attract are like super type A, super like overachiever type people. And what happens is with all this social media stuff, you'll have somebody get on there and go, well, the key to bone density is jump training, right? And that is true. But, if you haven't skipped rope in 20 years, starting with 5 minutes or 1 minute of rope skipping might be too much. You might not be able to walk for a week. So, like, if you're older and you haven't done anything, any impact in a while, sitting in your chair and just, I don't know if you can hear that, but just hammering your feet up and down, sitting in a chair for like 10 seconds for a couple sets might be all you need to start with. Now, that's not like where you stop, right? Then once you get used to that, you go to the next level and the next level. It's just like somebody's like, you'll see, stuff like everybody needs to sprint. Well, some people are not in a great place orthopedically and they might need to do an Aerodyne bike. But if you haven't sprinted since you were a teenager and you're in your 40s or 50s, you don't go out and just start running sprints. You start with skips. You start with like high knees. You start with like different drills to prepare yourself for the impact, and you gradually ease into it. Most people, they fall into two camps. They either don't do enough. They go, I'm going to do water aerobics for impact, which if you're brand new, if you're running in the pool and you're impacting your feet into the ground, yes, that will cause a change. But after a few sessions, you need to go to the next level. Maybe you need to do a few dry land hops. I don't know if you can hear that. That's the gate on my house closing in the wind. But you need to do some dry line hops and you need to do some skipping. And then you get to a point where, people will be like, okay, they're going to do some depth jumps. And then, they're sprinting and they're doing stuff. And then you get to a point where it's like, okay, what is enough? Like, what is enough to maintain my bone density, build a little bone density? Then there becomes like if you're jumping off of like a box that's almost as tall as you are and you're 50 years old, that's going to be beyond, I'm sure there's guys that can do that, but there comes a point where it's like the risk, the benefit, the risk outweighs the benefit or the reward, and so you've got to, with everything, whether it's lifting weights or whether it's, jump training or sprinting, does the benefit, is the risk worth the benefit at a certain point, right? And 10-yard sprints, skipping, most people can do that sort of stuff. If you're doing full out 100-meter sprints, if you're not prepared for them, most people are going to pop a hamstring if they do something like that. So that's where the nuance comes in. Are you prepared for the task you're about to do? And is it going to really change your life that much? So like, if you can deadlift 300 pounds and you're like 40 years old, is going to 400 pounds going to change your life and going to change the ability for you to function day to day? Probably not. It might make you worse. So a lot of this stuff has nuance and depends on the person, right? And so, with anything, you want to start slow and then you want to gradually increase as your capacity increases. If you've done nothing but deadlifts and squats and bench press for most of your life, you're not just going to dive into rotational training because it's good for you. Yes, you need to do some rotational training. If you need to start slow, maybe a half kneeling, chop and lift where you're reaching across like this, you're starting with that. You're not starting with full-blown rotation when you haven't done it, since you were probably 12 years old playing baseball, right? So that's a big part of what I do, is help provide people structure and guidance on starting where they are. And that's why most people don't get results, is they either take off too quickly and they try to do too much too soon, or they don't do anything at all. So the key is to be somewhere in the middle. So I'm really looking forward to getting on a regular schedule again. I can tell you, I'm ecstatic about being able to coach in person. I've got, I mentioned this at the beginning. The opportunity that I've been given has been given to me is unexpected and pretty much unprecedented as far as I know. So this is a really cool thing that I'm involved in, and I'm really excited about it, actually. So I'm looking forward to telling you more about it as soon as I get everything secured and in place. But it's a pretty big deal, and I'm pretty excited about it, and I'm really, really enjoying it. It's really, really helped my mental health. But of course, I have my men's group, vitalitybrotherhood.com. You can go there and join it. Vitality Sisterhood. I have a mini course that I put together. If you're struggling, you're working hard, you're working out, you're not getting results that you think you should get, just go to Vitality Brotherhood /results, and you can sign up for that mini course, check it out, and I'll give you what I've seen trips most people up, from what I've seen in my last 30 years of doing this. And then, of course, the show is sponsored by Farrow. You can go to Farrow, I think it's Farrow Shop, Farrow.shop, and you can use code Jim15 for 15% off. And we've had a lot of great, I love Farrow. Literally, I put it under my eyes and the bags under my eyes go away like instantly. The lard is so hydrating. Tons of great testimonials in the groups of people that have tried it and love it. My friend Charles Mayfield, who's based out of Tennessee, that's his product, and it's a great product. So let me check and see if there's any questions on Instagram. I don't see any questions. I'm happy to take a few questions here if you have any. I promise I am going to get a regular schedule. I was doing really good there for a little while with my morning lives at the same time consistently. And then all of a sudden, this opportunity came in play, and I basically start my day again on the motorcycle around 7:00, and I'm basically busy from about 7 till about 12 every morning. So it's been really good for me to get out, to coach, and to have a lot of fun with it. It's really helping me learn Spanish a lot faster. And I'm looking forward to telling you more about it here in the future. So have yourself a great day. Make sure you get outside today. And, with anything, the problem with the internet is there's just so much information out there. Every day you're scrolling through and you see like everybody needs to skip, everybody needs to jump, everybody needs to do this, everybody needs to do that. Keep it simple. Get your 5 fundamental habits down. Walk outside 3 times a day. Get your circadian rhythm in order. Eat a protein at every meal. Drink high quality water. Get to night. Have social connection. That's the foundation. And then it's a combination of lifting weights combined with some athletic things. 2 to 3 strength training sessions a week, combined with some sort of activity. I love using warm-ups to work on people's, ability to move, mixing in some explosive power things. It could be medicine ball. It could be aerodyne bike. It could be a rower. It could be skips. It could be jumps. It just depends on you and your ability. But whatever it is that you do, start slow, keep it simple, learn the basics, and then consistency is the key. Challenge yourself. If you're looking for longevity, don't marry performance, flirt with it. So have yourself a great day. Make sure you go check out Farrow. And I hope to see you guys in one of the in one of the groups, either the ladies or the men's group. Have a great day.